Got that. Got that. All right. How's it going? Oh shit! I'm sorry, Insom. I didn't get back to you on that message and stuff, dude. Dude, it's getting bad. I did not see Sunday. I did not see all of Sunday, though. I need to go back and watch it. Rebecca? I'm going to, though. I'm going to. I watched the first, like, couple of games. But nothing else. Yeah, Apex stuff. Uh-huh. I watched, like, the first 2 games, and, like, one of them, they got zone fucked. The other one, I think it was, like, Walty died early or something like that. But I saw the one where they like got caught in Storm Point in the zone for fucking ever, and nobody wanted to rotate. That one was weird. The rage from yesterday, I didn't see. Unless it was like early in the second or third game, because I think there was a bit where they were like Welty and Guild were both taking 1v1s. And he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? oh, was it where he died out to zone? Was it where Walty died out to zone? Because, bro, I saw that shit coming. I saw that shit coming when the fight was going down. That was great. That was fucking great. Sorry, we're talking about a battle royale, guys, where, you know, a team is fighting in the ring and you're taking damage. You're taking ticking damage all the time. And the guy, like, didn't even look at his HP. He's like one of the highest paid teams, one of the most successful IGLs, and he just like didn't look at his health bar and just died to the zone. It's like great. Some insane shit. Absolutely insane. Yeah, the 2v1. It was like a 2v1 at like Stadium or something like that. But I think that was the last thing I watched. Because I had to go. But I saw that, I was like, oh my god. When is the next like roster opening, man? That's what I gotta know. There needs to be a point where they're dropping the problem childs. Problem children. Oh yeah, how's my lighting? I gotta get, it's a little bit shadowy on the side. I gotta get brand new lights or something like that. Because I had these strips that went across the ceiling and they just keep falling off. I just can't do anything about it. I've tried like a million different strats and they just always fall off. So I gotta get like, I don't know, I guess I'm gonna get like some big ass lamps or something like that to put around. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. Shit, I might as well just fly over there. Might as well. Yo, going well, Rail. I didn't even push this weekend, actually. I was just kind of gone all weekend. We got a couple 21s under our belts. This week is going to be the week where we start. I think we got to be like just over 4K for title right now. So this is the week I think we go for 21 Brazil and start working away at 22. Yo, what up, Revere? I know, been a minute, man. How you doing? May was a very scuffed month for streams, but we're gonna be so back this month. We're gonna be so back this month. We're at my desk and treadmill. Setup! Exclamation mark setup. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me. What is it? Impact, I think is what it's called. I think that like affiliate code expired or something like that. Let's see. Let's find out. Hey. Oh my goodness. Let's try that. There it is. Yeah, it's Uplift Desk and Lichico Treadmill. Although, if I would recommend Chunks, thank you for the 59 months. I would recommend checking out Secret Lab as well. I would definitely recommend checking out Secret Lab as well, because Secret Lab's got some standing desks of their own, which I think are really good. And I almost got them. I almost got them. Let me see. Does that uplift link still work? Oh yeah, it still works. Oh, I guess something was wrong. The last person that got it. Anyway, I love the uplift desk. Nothing wrong with it. No issues, right? But some people might like the Secret Lab one more because of some of the wire management. I personally just wanted a larger desk and a more customizable desk. So I don't think you can go wrong either way. Yeah. I've not owned one, but I've known people who have, and like they say it's high quality. They say it's good stuff, you know. Good afternoon, Lyra. How we doing? How we doing? That looks like an AUG to me. But yeah, like honestly, just getting up and going for a walk and stuff, Fig, it's great. It just gives you a little bit extra movement. I feel like it kind of wakes me up as well. Kind of wired right now, but I'll probably like do a key or two and then stand up and go for a walk a little bit. It's just nice because like you just get a little bit of extra movement into your body, you know, especially with your legs just not being all cooped up and everything. And then I have a big enough desk. It's broken? Interesting. Well, I'll just replace it then. I'll just replace it in. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and then like when I'm done, I have a big enough desk that I just tuck it underneath. I tuck the treadmill underneath my desk, and then you're just hard chilling. So I actually have my like feet right now at a 90-degree angle or whatever it is by putting my feet on that. By putting it on that. Come on, let's sign into the link tree. Stream setup. It's odd that the link worked for me, but I'll replace it right now. What change? Oh, I made it an HTTPS. All right, dope. Here's the new link. For some reason, I guess the OG one was not that. Huh. Weird. All right. I don't even think there's a save button now, is there? You Octis. Yo, what up, you know? How you been, man? Can you miss me your last 3 days? She's already higher RIO than your disc with 10 less eye level? Yeah, isn't that something? Isn't that insane? Oh, this is you? Are you Octist? Hell yeah, man. What's going on? I mean, at least you get to have the stream on and be typing in chat the entire time while the run is going. I feel like that's a positive. Hey, John. Sorry, I'm just reading crazy shit. AUG prison, it was a chill place to be, yeah? Somebody's got to be playing the AUG. And as simple as it is, there's definitely some boneheads out there. Play Bear more gear this week? Hell yeah. Alright, but yeah, try the like again fig. I think it should work now though. Hopefully. Oh my god. I don't need any pre-breath. To get break from PvP today though can get kind of stressful. Dude, I bet. You just like explode if you don't hit a defensive or a cooldown or something like that? Or is it actually like somebody's like rotting down and you're like slowly losing a war of attrition?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what up, Tel?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit, the cocoon. Got this like haze, dude. Trying to like see through the fucking haze. Boom. Oh. Tanking toads in this pull. Well, I had that in Windrunner last week. I had a Windrunner, man, where I just could not help but just face tank all that shit. I'm getting my redemption hour. I actually realized, like, I took a couple days off from playing Monk. Just, like, playing other games and things like that. And then I played a little bit of Monk last night. I was just doing, like, a one-off key. And then I suddenly felt, like, 10 times more comfortable. It was really weird. But I always kind of forget that our brains are still, like, learning and kind of figuring shit out, even when we're not actively, like, doing something. So I'm like, I'm excited about today, man. We spin and we spin and we hit our GG. Do have a lot of stacks. I guess I could have ripped a cocoon on him because he was also getting the shrink. Spaced repetition strengthens the synapses. It's science. Yeah. It's so interesting how like that concept just works though. It doesn't feel like it should. You're like, oh, I like get better when I'm practicing, and then you just like take a break, come back, and then you're like, wow, shit suddenly just like works. It's also kind of nice to remember when you're like raid progging, because I talked to a couple people. I've been doing some more coaching lately, and people are like kind of getting down on themselves for like having a really shitty first night of prog. I try to keep reminding them. I'm like, this is gonna be like they're working on Lura, right? And I'm like, this is gonna be a long boss fight. This is a lot of progression. There's a lot of time, you know. And there's a very big difference. When somebody asks like, is this a good player or this bad player kind of thing? There's a very big difference when you look at logs between like somebody making mistakes on day one versus somebody making those same mistakes on the last day of prog. You know, it's a huge, huge difference. Gotta get my soup. This one's a skip. Yeah, I think that sounds a skip. Ooh. Gonna do that. And para. I don't know where that is at. All right. Not eating frogs, not eating frogs, not eating frogs. Ah, I was rolling out to stun it. Somebody noticed the frogs going into him. It might be because you're playing more like this. And that's like just the benefit of like top-down view. You get to see a little bit more. Or you get to use Litany as easy as Monk. Yeah, if only. Best Monk race. Wait, are you testing me, Davey? Wait a minute. I'm Night Elf. I'm Night Elf. You say grip boss. Yeah, there's just a number of different things that like skipping mechanics, skipping damage. You know those like big Algothar worms that jump at people? You could bait that, you shadow meld it, and then the mechanic just doesn't happen, and that guy just sits there, the ability goes on cooldown. It's very, very convenient. You gotta kid me here. Oh, CD.
That's a lot of days.
Oh, Blue. Hey, Ben, man. Thank you for the 82 months. I got big boy heals. What? 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 I think we blame the AUG. He did not like to be blamed. These AUGs, man. Dodging accountability. Dodging, dodging, dodging. Oh, Chili, has there been any Chiefs news? I haven't really heard anything. Giggles McGee. I'm just having a good day, man. I'm just having fun playing World of Warcraft with my friends.
So close to 100. Also, I am moving in 2 weeks. Pog. Wife
Let's
says hi to
go.
Kappa.
Hopefully the move is a big dub, Juki. Thank you for the 96 months. Woof. What a bizzle, what a banoob. How's it going, friends? Which either would I prefer having in a raid environment, Monk or Prez? Like objectively or my vibes? You move the wife further away from me? Yeah. Oh man. I would never. Vibes check is cool. Usually, you know, in raid prog, you'll see me playing disc, so Prez kind of feels in the same vibe. Actually, the answer's kind of the same. Prez is like solid, right? It's good, and we brought one for a lot of our raid prog, but it's not like as busted OP as it's been in other expansions or other seasons or anything along those lines. So I would probably say that Monk is just an overall better option. But also just like an in general thing, Augs take my lunch. Or, Augs. Prez takes my lunch. As a disc priest. Like Holy Priest? Don't think I'm doing that today. But I am working on my versatility set. I don't have like a good versatility set right now, but I'm working on it. Once I do, I'll probably do another push on Holy Priest. I think I got it to like, I don't know, 3,700 or something like that as Holy Priest. So I do want to go further with it before the season's up. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll make a video about it. Maybe that'd be a good video. Rithra's an Echo spreading like an alternative atonement. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing what they can do to change around Echoes, because right now Echoes just feel like a mana check. You have lots and lots of mana to burn, and that is determining your success, fail, or whatever it is, you know? I don't know what changed my Spotify. Let's find a different playlist. Mindset, mental approach, take pugging these lower keys of the priest. Proud at 3,600 probably isn't the crowd you used to pugging with. Curious how you think about inevitable mistakes. So a big thing, and actually I was doing a 17, I think, last night, or 16 last night, and I noticed it here, so it's a great timing on the question. 16, 17s can be really, really high HPS checks because people just stand in all kinds of garbage and, you know, do stupid stuff. But at the exact same time, the damage is also more healable. You have a greater capacity to heal through the mistakes in a 16, 17 than you do from the mistakes at a 19 or 20, you know, obviously. And so you kind of view, yes, you view the mistakes as like an inevitability, but you also view it as something that you can make up for, which is kind of exciting, I think. Speaking of mistakes, I wasn't looking and I rolled right into a tornado as I was trying to get closer with my Tiger's Lust. So I'm gonna need to do a little pre-positioning and set up my Transcendence on the AUG. Like I did yesterday. Someone's got another stop. There it is. There's my AUG. There's your Tiger's Lust. Yeah, dangerous frames, Murray. But yeah, I kind of look at it as like, this is how you better train your awareness. And it's an important part of like the journey, right? FFG. If you're somebody who wants to do title level keys, even if it's not this season, but just in general, let's say, if you just in general someday you want to be a title level player, this is like a really important part of your journey, is healing 16s and 17s really well, because there's so many different areas that you can make up for mistakes. You can heal through people just not hitting their defensive buttons in a lot of cases, not all of them, but I think in more cases than people give it credit for, which I think is really important. Because sometimes, yeah, people definitely just like they just, you know, play like an ape and they die insta, and you know, not much you can do. But then there's other moments where like you can recognize in advance what sort of mistake could happen or might happen. You know, as a Mistweaver, you're slamming down and envelop on somebody, you get a 20% healing bonus onto them. It's a ton of extra healing that you could just blast into somebody. Hitting Cocoon with like an enormously low cooldown, like ridiculously low cooldown that this button has. The second you see somebody dropping low, you just should be hitting that button, you know. Just play, yeah, play with Augs. Oh man, dude, it was insane. Like before they made it so Augs could no longer buff healers, I never wanted to heal dungeons without an AUG. Yeah. Yeah, man is awful, Smith. It's a kind of like a tragedy, man. It's fun having like huge, powerful shadow mens. BM or Arms Warrior? I think Warrior likes it more. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I use Xboss. My profile is in my sub chat for Discord. But all I really did was like turn off a lot of voice mods. I like manually turned off like all the voice mods. I don't think I really emphasized a lot. At least not this time. At least not yet. Yeah. Oh, and I'm working on a video, FFG, about like awareness, because it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute, but Dorky made a really good video about how like healer movement or healer mechanics, all that kind of stuff needs to like improve from the player base, which is like true, but it's also kind of funny because there's like so many DPS that I think fall in the same category. But I'm not gonna get caught up in the whataboutism. But it definitely stood out to me because he's like, oh, people don't teach this, and it's like kind of like a partially true. Like I teach about like raid mechanics or boss mechanics all the time, but I didn't really think too much about like how do you specifically run through reps for somebody of an exercise, not just like you should in theory do this, you should in theory do that, but like specifically like go to this boss fight and do these things, and then this is how your awareness gets better. So I'm working on some stuff for that. But one of the examples I had was like, go play Ember Dawn, and when players are getting targeted by their flame tornadoes and they gotta go drop them off on the sides, practice looking at their characters, seeing where they're going while healing them at the same time. Is it wholesale necessary to heal successfully? No, absolutely not. And if you need to like stop, you know, and look at your health bars again, you should. But it's an interesting exercise because it's one thing that like forces you to look up, forces you to look around, forces you to, you know, kind of get a better perspective as to what's happening around you, that I think a lot of people, healers and tanks and DPS and everything like that, can all miss. So I'm working on a couple other ideas for like what good exercises would exist. So you could train it in like low stakes environments, train it kind of safely, and then you get a realistic idea about how to apply it in other places. So I'm gonna have to pull some footage as well from just pugging. Because there's definitely moments where like you could pull it, like, wow, I hit a button on this guy because I knew he was gonna take this damage and everything like that. Of course, Azuki. Appreciate you supporting for such a crazy long time, man. Mistweaver does insane damage, Hav, on its own. Does infinite healing on trash. and it does really, really good healing on bosses. They made a change from beta where you used to not be able to Soothing Mist and move and swap targets. So I'm channeling into the tank, and now I'm channeling into the DPS, and now I'm channeling into the Demon Hunter, blah, 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 blah. I can spread around the envelopes like that, you know? That is insane for dealing with, like, burst damage. It's actually obscene how good it is. So that really, like, cleaned up some weak spots, I think, from the beta version of Mistweaver's healing profile. And they're just, like, an extremely strong, well-rounded healer right now. Let's go here. Are you winning? I think so. Monk Apocalypse in Season 2? Well, you know what happens following a glut. There's a drawdown, there's a mean reversion. Yeah, definitely just like pointing it out at like very specific things. And I think, and it also raised like, this video also just kind of reminded me that I could use like shorts a lot more for like, hey, here's like a very specific niche tip that'll help you out, you know? So I'm gonna try to do some more of that too. Just taking some notes. So, I did not, Murray. I did not, big dog. See if I can find it real fast. What kind of tank, as of yet, do you think are the low tiers, high level content like heroic raid, high keys? I hate Vengeance Demon Hunters with a passion. I try to avoid them as much as I possibly can. I try to avoid Vengeance Demon Hunters, and I try to avoid Prot Paladins. Everything else, I think is okay. Even Blood DK is okay. I fucked up a little bit. It's okay, though. You cannot stop. Let's go. Just blasted through that, man. That was crazy. Hear me now. I only saw like Chinese players running with like the palm setup X, like Oracle stuff. I only saw them doing it. I don't know if it's changed. I think it's been maybe a week since I last looked. But I felt like for really like high pressure dungeons where everybody's taking like really similar levels of damage all at the same time, that you would want to have Prayer of Healing be very strong, you know? Bro, you gotta be hip deep in this boss to hit him. That's crazy. There we go. Avenge that bad? I think so. I think so to heal Murray, yeah. At least high keys, you know. But I can't even begin to I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've just seen like Vengeance Demon Hunters run it down in Algathar and like first pull and just not be able to survive for like a decently normal amount of time. So predictions at 21 is gonna be with all 22. Oh, 21 Razil and all 22s, but Seat and Algathar. Oh my god, we all exploded.
I
Yeah.
simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
It was the Screech. Okay, I like was spinning, everyone's full health, looked at chat, everyone exploded. Okay, we got it. All right. A 21 Razil with most 22s. Yeah, I could see that. We're getting like a decent amount of borrowed power from what I understand from the Omnium Folio, but I don't know if it's going to be like ginormous. Or we're taking off many key levels or anything like that. Yeah, I'm giving him the cocoon. Oh my god. Oh my god, it came through the wall. What happened? What? What? Healer? Oh! True, Bird Boss is an awful hitbox bed. That is facts. Yeah. Nice. Boom. Oh, nice. You can channel Manatee while you're flying back. That owns. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? Did you guys all know that and not tell me? You wouldn't do that, right? Boop. Alright. Yeah, having to like look underneath the wings of Croth just to be able to see anything is fucking ridiculous. Nice. We got a big litany. Yo, Blick, thank you for the 20 months, dude. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh my god, this is like heaven. This is heaven. Heavenly spinning. Oh, big spin. Envelop, and envelop, and envelop, and envelop. And we kick, and we kick, and we kick. I'm just gonna try to make it a little bit easier. Just cocoon the Og. Have a nice easy time. Oh shit. We're dead. Yep.
Only the strongest.
Yep. I did not have Todd for that one. Womp womp. Oh, we are missing percent. Yeah, we didn't kill the totem. Yep. We didn't kill the totem. You said that last time, only me. The season's a marathon, not a sprint, okay? We took a little vacation. Took a little detour. Playing a little bit of Monk. We'll be back to Priest and work on getting title on Priest before the season's up. You bet every time? Alright. That's fair. That's fair. I did not, Hogan. What's going on, man? What did I miss? What did I miss? Did I miss anybody else's questions? I think Spirit of Redemption Revive should count as a death. Not really. Not really. But trying to get Blizzard to treat Holy Priest equally is a tough task. Tough task. Need to be redeemed? Oh, that's what I can do. Only me. I can make a Priest Redemption arc stream, and that'll be the stream where I get all my IO. Yeah. That'll be good. Holy Redemption arc. I will try to do some holy days. I am not offering any guarantees about getting title as Holy Priest though. Okay? It would be nice. It would be really nice. I have both these on 21s. I didn't play this weekend, Ducks. Don't look at me. Oh my my gosh. Well, I just did a Mizara, so you know what? Let's do that. Let's do a pit. Let's do a pit. Gary offered. So ducks, you know, I was doing a lot of pugging. I suppose I still am. But I was doing a lot of pugging when I was first getting ready for my monk. And I had the hardest time getting monk invites because it was all these off-meta groups that wanted a shaman. You know, there's like Ret Pallies and warriors. They're like, I want a shaman. And now I don't have that problem. You cross the 20 threshold, and then everybody's playing God Comp. It's called the Cloud Song Glaive Jam. It's a Warlords of Draenor challenge mode weapon. Where's my hide UI button? I changed it because I had to. What the fuck did I set it to? I'll be waiting for you, baby. Interface. Oh yeah, it's not set now. Oh, I can't like I'm holding Alt and I'm holding Z. Like I pinky promise. I am. Okay, go Control Z. Yeah, let's go Control Z, I guess. It's the new. Anyway. Yeah. I think being a male night elf was a mistake. But it goes pretty well together. Yeah. What was I thinking? I could just go to the barber shop and get it cut off. It'll be fine. The set is the Mage Tower appearance, the new Mage Tower appearance. It's called Schwen's Helm. Yeah. That is available. You can get it right now. Jack, into your advice, currently living in Belgium, but I received a job offer in Austin. How'd you rate living there? And what should I keep in mind about the area before making the choice? Let's fucking go. Austin's awesome. It's hot in the summertime. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but it is hot in the summertime. Yeah, that's why I said Cannibal. I can just go to the barber and get it cut off. How hot are we talking? Okay, Europeans have an idea of heat, but American heat is much larger. It's much bigger, okay? Everything's bigger in Texas, they say. The heat is a lot bigger there, too. If you have a chance to, like, visit in advance, Blick, now's probably a great time because this is gonna, you know, we're gonna get into the month where it's gonna be really intense. Austin's a great place. Depending on, you know, what they're paying you, what they're offering you, I would highly recommend trying to live on the west side of town. West side of town is largely the nicer side. There's some like fun hipster areas that are like, you know, kind of crumbly, but they're really cool and endearing and everything like that. But then there's some east side areas where like you don't go, you know. So there's not really much there anyway. But yeah, Texas summers are hot. The UV index and stuff like that's really hot and everything like that. But it's also like a really fucking cool place to live.
I know a priest, his name is Jack. You just can't keep him in the sack. Cause mythics make him quite a whack. It's Jack, the mythic maniac. Healing at the speed of light, mythics keep him up all night.
Yeah,
He's a pint-sized dynamo.
Pint-sized? Mythic Plus Healing Pro. Jack, he's a mythic maniac. Jack, he's a mythic maniac. Spleen, thank you so much for the 17 months. That was great. So, Dallas is dry hot. West Texas is dry hot. Austin is medium. There's some humidity. Houston is like ultra humidity. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it kind of depends on like where you're gonna live at and everything like that, and like how much of a commute that you have. Trying to minimize your time driving on I-35, the interstate there, would be wonderful. Would be very, very wonderful.
5, 4.
I don't know. I feel like I would, if somebody was coming from Europe,
1.
I would probably recommend they live in like a bougie area first, because you'll feel like, you know, more comfortable and everything like that.
3,
So like if you live near the Domain,
1.
if you live near Muller, People call it different things. Those are really, really nice areas. Also, Austin rent's going down. Austin rent's going down really hard. So, I'm not telling you where I live. But if you have I don't know, have you ever lived in America, Blick? America's a big place. White bar in the frames at the top of like players' health bars. That's a shield bar. Yeah. Ooh, please tell me I didn't pull that. All right, bet. I was walking right towards it though. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I've lived in Austin now like 8 years or something like that. Ridiculous. I love it. Visit West Coast is all. It's a great offer that can boost the rest of your career. You should then. Yeah. You haven't given me any downsides. You haven't given me any downsides. Can you say, like, do you know where their office is? Because, like, you might be, like, in Austin, quote unquote, but, like, you might be in the suburbs working, you know, if you're in, like, Bastrop, you know, and you're working for, like, Elon or something, like, that's not Austin. And I don't really know that much about Bastrop because I don't really go there. But if you're working at, like, Apple's on, like, the north side of town, so, like, I would definitely, yeah, you're gonna make your life, like, 10 times easier. It's north side? Oh, sick, okay, cool. So north side of Austin, like, proper, the city on the map and stuff, right? Because then I would say, especially if it's, like, a good job and there's gonna be a good pay, try to find somewhere, like, near the domain. It's like a, you know, super bougie mall and everything like that. It'll, you know, it'll probably let you kind of get your feet wet living in a foreign country because, man, it's, I mean, I moved from Virginia to Austin and it was disorienting for me at first. It was very, very disorienting for me. But yeah, Austin rent is very, very friendly right now. Yeah, I think the north and then the west sides of Austin are usually the nicer areas. There's a lot of bars I like on like east side, east 7th. Like, I'd rather go to like the east side. If I was like going out with friends and drinking and everything like that, but I like living on the west side. So moved out here from California, military orders, ended up loving it, so I stayed here. Virginia has some good stuff. I lived in Northern Virginia, which, like, is a wonderful place to live if you got money. But if you don't got money, you're, like, living out in the suburbs, very far from everything. Everything is a long-ass drive, a lot of traffic. That stuff is annoying. But, like, the small town I grew up in, and, like, if anything was involved in, like, being in the small town, great. Problem was, like, the jobs, the work was all, like, in DC, and then the, like, ability to kind of slow down and chill is way out of town, you know? It's like, my parents just work for the government, so, like, they were doing hour-plus commutes, and so, like, they had phenomenal job security, absolutely. But it really, really sucked that they had to deal with that and raise, you know, 4 kids. Yeah, there's so much to do in Austin as well. I found this hobby shop the other day because I wanted to pick up a Catan board. And they had like full-fledged like Warhammer battles going on, and they were playing some other game, I don't remember, but it was similar to Warhammer where you're like setting up all your characters. I forgot what it's called. Like D&D nights, but like there's communities for everything. There's nerdy communities, there's a lot of like running clubs and fitness communities and everything in Austin. Very, very health-centric. But yeah, I mean, you have everything from like hipsters, musicians, tech executives, all kinds of stuff. I've been in like playing in a pickleball club right now, so. Ever play Shaman? Yeah, my Shaman's like 260 or something like that. Yeah, you should definitely go to Terry Black's. Terry Black's is fantastic. It's a great barbecue place. Yeah, that's another thing. I haven't really been to any like comedy shows, but the like comedy scene is like growing a lot in Austin, especially. I gotta go to one of those. Cause yeah, my brother was telling me about it as well. Like Kill Tony or whatever it was. It was like apparently really good. But like, in order to go to a show, don't you have to like commit to possibly being like involved in the show? Was that how it worked? I didn't get the full lore about it. You can just attend just to watch? Okay. In the upfront VIP section. Okay, good. Hat pull for being on stage? Yeah. Sign up to have a chance to be pulled on stage for a minute, but now you just go to watch. Okay. W. Grabbing all that. Form key? Alright, I'm down after this. I'm down. Oh, the other nice thing, Blick, that I think is a little underrated, is that everybody is from somewhere else. Like, there's actually some, like, famous French Instagram, TikTok kind of guy who's actually, like, living in Austin full-time, and he's making, like, a French pastry shop here. It's really interesting. But yeah, there's just, like, an enormous amount of people from different walks of life, and all kind of somehow ended up here. So I fucking love it. I don't know. My brother tried to get me to move to Kentucky. My parents tried to get me to move to Tennessee. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
4, 3, 2.
My brother lived in Austin when I finished college. And so I finished college, and I had a job offer from Blizzard to cast for them for like a full year. And so I was like, well, I could use my finance degree, or I could not do that and play video games. And so I was originally going to move to Portland because some friends who I raided with lived there. And they were like, hey, come live here. I visited. Portland was really pretty. They lived like way out in the suburbs though. And I was like, I kind of want to like live in a city. Because I grew up in like a really small town, and I always ended up commuting into cities in DC and stuff, and I was so tired of that. Like in college, I had like an hour commute or something ridiculous. And so my brother, before I was about to make my decision, my brother hit me up, and he's like, hey, my roommate just moved out. Come move to Austin. So I didn't even visit. And that's also why it was disorienting. I was like, I didn't even visit, and then I just moved. I packed up everything in my my little compact, and my parents loaded up their little Prius and everything like that with the rest of my stuff. I ordered a bed, I ordered a desk, and I just drove down. And then my brother moved to Kentucky to work on his doctorate, and I was like, I'm gonna stay here. Yeah. You can, if there's like a reason to use Strength of the Ox, keep in mind that it doesn't have a reduced cost. It's just a quicker cast time. So if you know that it's gonna like benefit one person in particular, then yeah, go ahead and send it. That's kind of how I view it.
Five, four, three, two.
Just as long as you got a purpose for it. Yeah. My 6th Street having someone yak on me from an upstairs balcony, then being abandoned by my friends. Oof. Sounds like a fun night out. But yeah, like right here, I got a Strength of the Ox proc, and I'm just gonna send it on the Og.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
The add-on in the top right is called M+ Timer. He don't know anything about her. He's too stoned. Monk's a lot of fun. I like that they made it so you could cast Soothing on the move and swap targets freely. Those two changes are ridiculous.
1.
Yeah. Oof.
Giant underrats, clean, save, boss rate, shame, for fully.
Oh yeah, there's also stuff to do on the water, Blick. Especially now, dude. We've been getting like a really good amount of rain. We usually don't get like insane amounts of rain in the summer, but this year we've been getting like a good amount of rain, and so like the green is greening. There's just so much nature is like exploding out of everywhere now. It's awesome. And the Colorado River runs through Austin. Don't ask why it's called that, but it runs through Austin, through the south side of the city. And the water level's really high, and it's just gorgeous out. People are paddleboarding all the time. So, I live in the city. Yeah. Depending on where in the city you live, it can be loud. But, like, I don't live downtown, for example. If you live downtown, it'll be pretty loud. In some areas. I had an ex of mine who lived downtown, and so, like, if I stayed at her place and stuff like that, you might, like, hear cars going by, but it was also, like, a nice place, so... It was, you know, decently muted. So if you ever wear, like, earplugs or you don't mind wearing earplugs, you'd probably be fine. Cedar Parks is the suburbs, basically. Yeah. It's the suburbs. The warnings in the middle are X-Boss. EX-Boss. So, I think it's a little silly, Zark, that you can spin to win no matter what and always do a lot of healing. I wouldn't mind if you had, like, procs that would also be beneficial. Yeah. BRB. Yep. Bow. Wait. Okay. Yeah. All right. I thought they wanted to wait on that, but all right. But yeah, like Cedar Park's pretty solid spot. Round Rock is good. Pflugerville's kind of shitty. I don't know about Bastrop or San Marcos. I haven't been down. I don't really go south. I don't really cross the river. It's like you either live south of the river and you don't cross the river, or you live, you know, north of the river and you do the same. You don't go up. It just kind of depends. Oh my god. All right. Did. Yep.
Only this.
It's my favorite spec. Starting to hit a wall in 19s where it seems pugs want to invite a non-meta spec. Yep. That was my experience as well. That was my experience as well. Let me see. Falling apart. Go-to food these days that you end up eating all the time? Any Austin, Texas specific stuff you've been hooked on, like something from the grocery store you always keep around? If I'm feeling like lazy, I'll get like the meals from like Whole Foods and everything like that they already have like pre-made. Those are always really good. They have these like, what are they? I think it's like a bacon, egg, and cheese burritos that they make in the morning that are really, really good. Yeah. All right. I don't have time to run it back. But yeah, I've been trying to like cook from home more. So I've been doing like ground beef and roasted potatoes or sweet potatoes and broccoli or spinach or something like that as like my my core like go-to. Yeah. But any of the barbecue places are great. Terry Black's, even like Black's barbecue, I don't think gets talked about a lot, but I like that one too. It's like a lot smaller and a lot more chill. Franklin's is great if you want to stay in line for a while. That one's always packed. Just people lining up outside the door and hoping they get in there before they're sold out. There's a new place in the Domain. I love Culinary Dropout in the Domain. That's like one of my favorite places. They made a new place right next to it called like Emma or Ema or something like that. But it's like it's a sister restaurant to like Abba. I think it was Abba, something like that. But it's like a Mediterranean place. It's pretty cool. Yeah, literally what I've been doing, Ducks, is I've been just like making ground beef and like making like 2 pounds of ground beef at a time, and then, you know, reheating it. You know, you reheat it once or twice or something like that. Each time, mixing that with a starch, with a carb, and a veggie, good to go. Yeah, Honest Mary's is great. It's Honest Mary's, and there's another one like that. I haven't really been to Cabo much. I probably eat too much Chipotle, to be honest, or Cabo Bob's. But there's another really good place in Rosedale. What is it called? Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I like Rosedale. There's not really a lot of apartments there, though. It's across from Honest Mary's, I think. What is it? It's like Alphabet or Picnic. That's what it's called. Yeah, Picnic. Yeah, Picnic's right across the street from Honest Mary's on Burnett. This place is really good, too. It's like a healthy-ish, you know, kind of restaurant type stuff, but it's very, very tasty. I like that a lot. Hot chicken places, dude. There's so many. There's so many. Also on Burn It, since I'm right here, looking at the map. There's I already passed it, didn't I? Where is it? I think it's Tumble 22 is what it's called. I think it's called Tumble 22. Oh yeah, Happy Chicks is great. Happy Chicks, they give you, it's like a chicken restaurant. They give you so many sides. It's ridiculous. They load you up. They absolutely load you up. Yeah. But I like Tumble 22. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Tumble 22, Happy Chicks, Raising Cane's, $25,000 worth. I don't know about that. They give you a lot of sides. They give you a lot of sides. Oh, of course, I've been to Texas Roadhouse. Absolutely. You, Blick, go to Texas Roadhouse when you get here. Go to Texas Roadhouse. It's great. Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, you gotta go to Texas Roadhouse. Also, oh man, Alamo Draft House. Alamo Draft House also has some like good food too. I'm not gonna lie. There's also just like good food there. It's also just good food there. Good eats. Yep. Yeah, good steak, good price. You know, good steak at a good price. What more can you do? Congrats and some. That's basically all you need. Yep. What else have I been lately? Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce it. What is it? Fogueira something or other? Fogueira Gaúcha, the Brazilian steakhouse. I went here twice in a week. It was weird. Yeah, it's a classy white table Brazilian eatery. They literally just like walk around with big spikes with meat attached to it, and then they run around and offer you meat. It's good. But Vorky, one of the guys in stream who I've known forever, he was visiting Austin. He's like, oh yeah, I want to go to a Brazilian steakhouse. I was like, great, see you there. Went out with some friends the other day, and then they're like, we're going out to dinner. I'm like, oh great, where are we going? They're like, we're going to the Brazilian steakhouse. But I guess that place is like brand new, or it's like pretty new, because it used to have a sushi place. It used to be a sushi spot. Gatekeepy. No, it's called Fogueira. Fogueria, whatever it is. But there is a Fogo de Chao, I think, in Austin somewhere. I think I'll just Google search it. I think there is a Fogo de Chao. Oh yeah, it's on South Congress. It's far away. I have not been timing keys, John. I use Xboss alongside Bigwigs. Yeah. Because it helps for like trash mechanics. You're so great, John. You're so great. You feel like crap for days? You gotta get that salad bar, baby. HEB roasted chicken, delicious. Delicious. Any night, I just grab a rotisserie chicken and just have that as dinner. Yeah, hit up the salad bar, Spleen. Gotta load up on some broccoli and some lettuce. Get some fiber in you so you can pass through all this meat. You just get a little bit. You just get a little bit, okay? It goes a distance, okay? Goes a distance. Lost in the gatekeepiness of keys and 20s. Queued for a dungeon last night. Group of 4, full meta comp minus DK. Q on DK of a 19 time. Higher the IO than party leader on 2 characters. Yeah, people want the carry as best they can, you know? You carry groups as a healer? Up to like 17, I would say it's an objective. Well, I would say there's many areas where a healer can carry around 17, up to 17s and 18s. And then it kind of diminishes over time. There's less areas where you can carry, and there's a greater need for people to play perfect, you know? But I think people underestimate how much you can carry a group through like mistakes around 16, 17, 18-ish region. I think there's a lot of areas where you can make up for mistakes. You can help solve problems really easily. But then definitely like the range might be out here, and then as you go higher and higher and higher into keys, it becomes more slight. Yeah. Because once you have to do a 30-minute run, you know, perfectly, once you're going to do a 30-minute run perfectly, you know, everyone's mapping out every single button. And that can get complicated. Yeah. Oh shit, let me run to the bathroom real fast before they go to Sky Reach. Alright, one sec. Be right back. Alrighty. You don't make friends with salad. Oh man. You have lost the plot this season? I think it's just an inevitability. I think it's just a constant. Shane, thank you for the 48 months. Oh, yeah, Skyreach. Old Skyreach. The way I kind of view it is like, there's not a good way to like see if people are like really good players. Love you, bye, Shane. There's not like a super efficient, perfect way to be able to tell if somebody's like a really, really good player. And so people go off IO, people go after eye level, people go after all these different things that are not perfect metrics for it, basically. Yeah. Singing. Oh. Yeah, it kind of ends up where like you see somebody who is fully qualified for a dungeon, and then they brick your key, and then that like erodes the trust that you might have into whether or not you want to play with them again. And then that process sort of like repeats over and over and over again. Like I have this Archon tooltip. If you look at the bottom right, it should pop up. Where is it? See this guy Azalf? I can see his parses with this Archon add-on, and you can kind of use that to be able to figure stuff out. But obviously, just a parse alone is not going to tell you fully if somebody's a good player or not, right? So it's like an imperfect tool. You know, you can look at Humanity's parses where he's 1 in 9 mythic with only 3 kills. What? This guy Echo. Like I can see, you know, Raider.io shows like their raid progress, and then the Archon tooltip add-on will be able to show you parses if they have them, you know. But I can see like Captain's main as, you know, an average 87 score or whatever it might be. It's like you have a couple of ways to do it, but it's not foolproof. It's not foolproof. Does it tell a great story except for the Hall of Fame Raiders doing reclears? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's what I mean. Is like there's just a lot of different imperfect ways to be able to rate people. And I don't know. I really think Warcraft logs probably should have developed more of like a comprehensive way of showing somebody doing a good job. Maybe a blended score or a blended parse based off of like damage taken, interrupts, crowd control used, something along those lines. It would be better than just like, here's a raw damage parse when like a lot of people don't run logs for dungeons. I'll run a log for dungeons right now. How about that? Let's do that. I think I have my Archon app open. Jack be spinning. I am not afraid to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Anyone to think about showing for your character? Just normal stuff, you know? Just normal stuff.
5, 4.
But yeah, I don't really know if the player base specifically wants to have some kind of objective way to show they're better than other people, because like, yeah, for some people it'll help them, but you know, statistically speaking, it'll help out like maybe the top 10% of people. Not so much the rest, especially when people are going to be like, I only want to invite people to my group that are a part of this, you know, top 10%. And then the gatekeeping gets worse. Exactly, Grow2, exactly. I mean, my boomer take is that WoW in a lot of ways has gotten a lot more fake with difficulties, because so many things get eventually nerfed by gear or by Blizzard hand nerfing boss fights. You know, there's like, it's almost like 6 different difficulty levels going on right now. That's tough. That is tough. There's almost like 6 different difficulty levels going around right now in the game for like mythic rating. You have like world first level, and then you have top 20 level, and then you have top 100 level, and then you have Hall of Fame level, and then you have a couple different levels for cutting edge. It's just like all over the place. Well, then you have like a dad level that like doesn't get Hall of Fame and stuff like that, right? But back in my day, Honey Badger, thanks for the 37 months. But back in my day, there was only one difficulty. Difficulty was the difficulty. Oof. Clinging to life. Race to World last used to be 1,200, now it's like 700 or 800. Okay, so I'm really interested about that because there's two ways that could happen, cutie. One of which, like you said, is like a season getting shorter, but there's also another way, and that other way actually just means that there's less raiding guilds, less people playing. So it could be both things. Could be both things, yeah. Where is this guy? There he is. Some raids did have stacking nerfs. I know that happened in like ICC, that happened in Dragon Soul. It was usually like the end of expansions that they did it because those seasons lasted incredibly long. So you're technically partially correct. Oh my gosh, why? Oh, it got taken off. I see. I get it. No. The approximate number of guilds beating boss 4 and 5 is approximately the same going back to Shadowlands. Can you split that up based on region, cutie? Because I have another theory. And I don't know if it's true or not, which is why I'm saying it's a theory. Before people freak the fuck out. I have a theory that a lot of NA rating, what I would determine as like America and Canada, I think a lot of America rating has actually like tanked, but a lot of like Latin America has like filled in the gaps, because I don't think Latin America had like nearly as much presence in WoW as they do now, for example. So I'm really curious about that, because I don't even remember when Brazilian like Ragnaros, Quel'Thalas kind of servers like came around, but yeah. I don't know if like the data actually allows us to do that, but I'd be really curious if that theory actually holds any merit. I only watched the first 3 games, Doug. I watched when Waltzy decided to shoot at somebody at 1 HP in zone instead of healing himself, and then I turned it off. I'm gonna watch the rest back. But that was a fucking movie. That was a fucking movie, dude. I hope they lob Waltzy after this. It would probably really save Hal's sanity, I think. Rhinos were open in 08. Okay. Let's see, you see who didn't make it? You gotta be kidding me. Did Falcons not make it? Are you trying to tell me Falcons did not make it to LAN? CRT. Oh, CRT. Okay. They're good. They're 4th overall. Okay. No more spoilers. No more spoilers. Man, I thought you were gonna say that Falcons didn't make it, man, and I was gonna lose my mind. Like they might have to. They might have to. If that happened, they might have to go make sure Hal does not increase the murder statistics in the community. Ooh. Good evening, Gray. What's going on, man? I guess I could just trust the spin. I kind of feel like I shouldn't, but I guess I should. Yeah, everything got better once I started trusting it. It's tough at this level where I just like, are they gonna live? Oh, he's, nah, he's fine. That was a W stretch time. Abralele, you mean? John? Why does it not get me out of combat here? Oh, because we have that guy. We have the priest. I would like to be here. Like, go there, man. I'm trying to be in the middle so that I can hit everybody with conduit. Also make sure I'm not spending much mana. I thought Alba's on what, like Team Nemesis or something like that? I thought he was doing a lot better. But yeah, I literally just like only watch Hal. Masquerader, thank you for the 3 months. I don't know what's happening with my alerts right now. It worked at the beginning of the stream today. It was strange. Very, very strange. It really did, man. Thank you, Mask. Hey, there it is. One sec, we gotta lock in. I'm trying to be smart about my mana, because all it takes is one little bit to just burn my mana bar down to awful levels. Try to not do that. Yeah, I just gotta rip develops every time, and we'll be chilling. Do a little bit of soothing. Oh. Does it make lightning bolt, lava surge, chain lightning spam, heal? Yeah, it's always the end of the boss fights, man. I'm with you. I feel that. Same with Croth, man. Same thing with Croth. His team would gain 70 points of IQ if he didn't talk, making them a total of 70 points. Legally, so he's legally a vegetable. I thought, what do they have, like Skittles, Doug, who's like the IGL of that team? Is he just like counter calling and doing stupid shit? Envelop.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Yes. Give Shaman just rando procs. Give every healer like a random high damage proc that has like a pretty good chance in keys to go off.
5,
Everybody would be
3,
having a great time.
1.
Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're back. Wasn't there a thing about?
This lasted a little longer.
All right. He's got fucking burning clawed. Don't worry, I'll take care of the tank mechanics. I got it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Yeah, I know, Kim. I just got it built into my brain to not stand in circles. It's hardwired. Not easily removed. See a circle? I don't stand in a circle.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What? Oh, yeah, it's Brazil. Yeah. Boom. Kill it. I'm gonna get farty clawed. Eat. X-Boss. It's in my Discord, Rippy. Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't have a connection with Waggo yet, or at least at the moment. Yeah. All right, no Apex? Yeah, no Apex talent. No Apex talent. Yeah. I got that tank buster. Tank mitigation, no problem. I know. I thought MDI was going on this weekend, and so I was gone. So I was gone. But I kind of just like ramping up. May was like a pretty chill month to like take a little bit of a breather from WoW, so I like that. Now I'm like getting the itch again. How you doing, dude, Rafe? Past 5 days, been watching people with you mad. What's that? That's right. I saw there was like a Final Fantasy Race to World First thing going on. I love all these comments about the short that I made about like how to like just gear up and everything, and everyone's like, I can't find anybody to play a Ted with. Oh my god, it fucking sends me, man. People gotta beat the game, time to relax, pretty much. But now I'm kind of like ready to get back into it. Now I'm ready to get back into it. But yeah, it drives me like crazy when I'm like, people are doing 10s like 230, 240 at the start of a season, and like they made it easier than ever to get it going. People still find something to complain about. It's insane.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
15 friends take a 10. Yeah, exactly. It's such a weird thing because like the community has such a hunger for community and like friendship. Like people want it. You know, they want it real bad. And at the same time, people also just like don't want to be held accountable if they like fuck up, or they don't want to like have to. There's like multiple things with like social ties. It's not just like I have people to play a video game with. It's also like I, you know, hold myself accountable to the group or the community or the rules, you know, stuff like that. And like they work together. And I think there's like so many times where people will like they had the option to do it and they chose not to do it because they don't want to, you know, hold themselves to the rules. They just want to get the benefits of it. That makes sense? Oh my god, ba-boom. Social interaction, don't engage in social interaction. That sort of crap I see all the time in this game on forums. Yep. It's very, very strange. I also don't want to be like fighting people in the comments and be like... I don't know, I kind of do want to fight people in the comments, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay. I gotta remind myself that it's just good engagement. Oh, look at the crafty Quasi hitting the LOS. Okay, chat. What is like your pettiest or most like nitpicky thing that annoys you? What's your like big pet peeve with the WoW community? Something that they do which like ultimately does not matter at all. Does, you know? So like I'll show you my example in a second. It's something that doesn't matter, but it annoys you all the same. Okay. Mine is that nobody knows the name of a boss fight. Not a single person knows the name of the boss fight. It's not Ranjit. It's first boss. It's not Rukran. It's bird boss. Nobody knows the boss's names. Nobody wants to say the boss's names. I'll tell people like, oh yeah, watch out on Virix or watch out on Viceroy and Seat. And everyone's like, what boss is that? No clue. But it's right there on everybody's screens. What are the meta class of this X-Pack? Oh yeah. Classic one. I never see people refer to it as boss names. I'm the weird one for doing that. I'm the weird one for doing that. Thank you, Grinder. My man. That streamer health guide. What stream? I don't know. Streamer healing guide. Oh, yeah. Oh, or another one is... Another one is when people join a group and then they say that they're going to the bathroom. But I will also admit that I was guilty of that today. But that still is annoying. But I definitely did that one today. I joined a group. I was like, all right, we'll go pee real quick. Wait for me, guys. Yeah, join group BRB Smoke. That's the European edition. That's the EU edition. How much damage does this deal? I think I could like cocoon and fort brew it. Vindicated. Humanity could. That would make my life easier. Someone join a key and say, oh, never mind, friends need me. Okay, Mr. Special. That's a good one. Oopsie. I'm fucking Tokyo drifting here. Yeah, link out UC when they don't have it. That's a classic. That's a classic one. Oh, 100% can. I've also played on EU, and I just remember like the smokers are just a lot more prevalent in EU than NA. Because I'll never forget when I first met a bunch of EU players for like one of the first MDIs. If I wanted to like interview the players, just kind of like talk about like, hey, what do you think about this dungeon or whatever? The only time I could catch them, was on a smoke break. Place your hand in mine. Oh, Humanity had a good bit, Ashlyn. It was like if you're gonna link a route, make sure that you link or name your route, whatever it might be, Andy Brew route. And then nobody will ever talk shit, nobody will ever question your route, anything like that. It was good advice. Oh, why is the bot not working? Check on that after this. Yoda group on every route. Yeah, exactly. You just do that. You just do that every time. What I try to do is, like, you go into higher levels, is I'm just envelop, envelop, envelop. You go into it, you're extending them. We got Mr. Flying Crab over there, who is just kind of jumping between everybody, and then you're chilling. Because, I mean, if you get double extensions on your envelops, they pretty much last for the entire time. Re-up, re-up, kick, punch, it works. A little bit of men. They'll probably rip a couple crowd controls, and then I'll go in and do my own. There we go. Okay, me. Idriston. Oh! Nice, they're all dead. $30 on Rob. It's called Mini CC. Is what I'm using strong. Yeah, Mini CC's been good for me.
Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two, one.
Yeah. Just do it again. Fuck it.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Easy. Knicks to the Spurs. Gotta go with Texas, man. Cannot be cheering for the Knicks in Texas.
3, 2, 1.
Just a habit, coconut. I know. Every time I do this, boss, somebody says, like, hey, you know, it doesn't do that. And I just say every time that I know. Just a force of habit. Yo, GM. Bad opinion, but like, you're cute. Thanks. Just don't listen to any of my basketball opinions. Don't worry. I know nothing. Assist. Okay, assisting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who's the fastest? Probably him. Ciao. See, why do I have to roll? I just transcend. I just transcend. What is this song by The Killer? Oh, it's Sam's Town. Okay, okay. Literally, like, right as I looked, they say Sam's Town. Have a little stun. Drop some stacks. It's kind of ridiculous how this pull went from being like whatever to being like a fucking Super Bowl at higher levels. Is this the final game of for basketball, or potential to be? I've like not been keeping up with it at all. Game 3, okay. Because it has to be at least 4, right? Just best to 7. Next up 2-0. Damn. I'm ready for football season to start. That's my jam. New York's gonna go crazy if they sweep. Oh, I bet, dude. I mean, I think, especially now with like social media, I feel like there's a big emphasis on like making every single time a sports team wins, making it like an even bigger deal. So like even the people that are never gonna watch like regular season games or anything like that, they're gonna be like going out in force, dressing up, looking good to like hit the town and possibly tear the town apart if their team wins, you know? Because it's like, it's just part of like the spectacle. I get it, because it's also fun. Because there's like so few things that unite everybody these days. So at the same time, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, especially when you have a team that hasn't won. Hasn't won in 50 years. And we shadow melt. And we conduit. And we do some more spinning. Dude, New York sports in general. See, now you guys are building up sympathy for me. Now I'm thinking, I'm like, New York sports for a while have been really bad. Most of them, right? Change for the Giants? True. Giants are going to be exciting to watch. It sucks because they're in, they're in the same division as my Commanders. But it will be actually pretty exciting to watch them. You know what I'm interested in? A lady in a short skirt and a long jacket. I say it every year, so hopefully knock on wood, no O-line issues. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no O-line issues. That's always a good one, too. Mine was better, though. Originally, when I made my monk, like a long time ago. God, when was it? Maybe it was Legion or something like that. It was a while ago. But originally, I didn't multi-spec. I didn't play that many healers back in like, I think it was Legion time. I played a lot of different stuff, but I didn't really play that many different healers. Like I had challenge mode gear from Mop on like Priest, Paladin, Rogue, Death Knight, Hunter. Like, I didn't really play all the healers for a while. And so when my community was trying to get me back in like Legion to play Monk, I was like, nah, it's gonna be a mistake. And then that's what we ended up naming it. We could do some piston too. That's the original story behind it. It's me. Do I have a Wernstone? I don't think I do. Who are you kidding? 10 years? Yeah, don't remind me it's been 10 years. But no, I would say it hasn't been. It's funny because Monk, I think, was around the start of me multi-specking as a healer more widely. Because I started with making a paladin, and it was like pretty good, but I loved playing priest. This is around the mop time frame, and so all I wanted to do was play priest. And so I hit that hard basically until I was allowed to main it by my guild. Oh! A little faster. Take back. It's a W dark. Do that. Yeet. So you can use a Wernstone if the evoker gets it to you. With 2 seconds to spare. Look, I didn't even look at this timer. I literally did not even look at this timer. I had no fucking clue it was 2 seconds to spare, man. I'm just playing the game and yapping to you guys. Holy shit. That was a close key. Easy. I didn't even know. I didn't even look at the timer. Oh, 28 points. Pretty fire. Chat blew up. Oh my god, so close. No clue. No clue. Oh man. Who were the deaths? Who died? Did I die? Oh no. We had, yeah, that was a combo. Wow, that was a tasty combo at the beginning. I remember that. He got hit by the quill. And then he got meleeed, that's right. Yeah. Not even close. No deaths. But yeah, you have this Transcend. It's called Transcendence Linked Spirits. It's really good for skips. Some people use it in Pit of Sauron, Magister's Terrace, and now here in Skyreach. So you can use it to just attach to somebody else and skip to their location for the wind tunnel. And then you can also, when you get picked up, you just hit Transcend. You go to somebody else who you're linked to. You just set it in advance of your keybind. So I'm linked to humanity. I think I did. Maybe linked to somebody else. Well, now I'm linked to humanity, see? And then we jump, and we're linked to humanity, and we jump to him. You can link it to anybody if you want to. Or the evoker is a Wernstone, which, Wern, I did not have. Somebody else had. I think the DK probably had it, actually. Yeah. All right, is it worth bonus rolling for LW Locust Walker Ribbon? Heroic, if my main focus is disc is M+. No, it's not worth. No, because you're never going to run a Locust Walker Ribbon in keys if you can help it. You don't want to. You don't want to. Yeah. Locust Walker Ribbon loses stats when you get out of combat, so it's not so good. Yep. Using it on Mythic Gaze, the All-Seer is always really big. Always, always, always. don't know, just kind of like spamming heroic for litany, I think would probably be the next one. Yeah. Okay, stroke veil or litany. Yeah, if you could do like a pug for... If you could do like a pug for, on Tuesdays and try to get a mythic gaze, that would be very worthwhile. That would be very, very worthwhile. What are we doing? Pit. Oh, W. We love Pit. That's a fun key. That's a fun key. So your group listening to Q, it shows it's full when clearly it's not, like it's redded out. Huh. I don't know. I'm not sure. Icy Tread. Eh. Props to trying. Let 'em bring it. There's a lot of 3 and 9 mythic mythic DKs. Why are they 3? Oh my gosh, chat. Why are they 3 of 9? So they stopped getting like so they did Chimeras, and then Aversian, and then they did what? Big Stinky, Voracious. So like salad bars like too hard for pugs. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I believe that Voracious would be chill. Yeah. 2 8s all DKs need. Ah, okay. So this guy's 4 of 9. Whoo! I swear I won't let you down. Ooh. At first I thought it was the 3,500 guy that they declined. Who said that? That would be crazy. But I think this is the problem, right? This is the problem with like the group finder. It's like, which one do you take? You know? How do I? Which DK do you take? DK do you want? No, I mean, I'm just curious. I'm just gonna tweet this. Which DK do you take? Because it's like the eternal LFG problem, right? You see 5 people who all have almost the exact same amount of IO. They've done the exact bare minimum of mythic rating to get the gear that they need. You know, you could see their Warcraft logs parses, they're all around the 80s or 89, 82, 75, right? It's like they're all 4K. So, like, which one are you inviting? You know? As for topics, it's like the eternal problem of M plus, and like I definitely understand how people can feel very frustrated when they don't get an invite for a group, but sometimes it's literally this situation where you have like 5 qualified applicants and nobody really super stands out as being like head and shoulders above everybody else, and so you're just like, okay, which one? I mean, ordinarily I would agree you take the best rater, but they're 3 of 9, 4 of 9. That's not much of a difference either. Somebody killing salad bar versus not killing salad bar, I don't know. You know? It's tough. It's tough, it's tough, it's tough. One of the best transmog? That would be fun, because then you just like line them up and judge them. 290, 8 and 9, so we're going to get invited to even 12s. What? There's more to this story. There's more to this story. What? I'm playing Devastation Evoker. There it is. There it is. Found it. There it is. The truth comes out. QSOG swap to dead before the key starts. Oh, man. You. Oh, what up, Destro? How you been, man? How you been? How you been? Daughter had a water polo tourney last weekend and took the day off to recover from it. Hell yeah. Feral Druid before war then always had to queue his balance, then swap as the key goes in. Yep. I saw people stream themselves doing that. Yeah. They're inviting on Metaspecs. I'm not in charge of these invites for a reason, because people will be like, oh man, I'm off meta, and like, I'll do great, and then I invite them, and then like the key doesn't go well. Sometimes it's their fault, sometimes it's not. But I feel like I'm really bad at forming groups. For 22, I would not invite a non-meta spec. For like me doing alt key or something like that, yeah, sure, whatever. But like I re-rolled for a reason. So like I think it's kind of reasonable. I'm like, if I'm re-rolling, I'm probably gonna just invite a Fodom group because it exists for a reason. If I'm trying to do title level keys, yeah, I'm gonna gatekeep and, you know, not invite a rogue. Sorry. Right? Unless, I don't know, unless you're doing like a Fizz comp team, but we're not doing Fizz comp right here, right? Yeah, like not getting invited to like a 10 or 12 and stuff like that at 3480. I get it, you know. That shit's stupid. That shit's stupid. But like, if survival hunters end up here, I mean, the rogues are probably having fun with it, you know. I did try the solo queue add-on. I think I'm gonna try it again, Destro, once I get, I don't know, Resil 20 or something like that. So I don't have my key level drop too low. I might do that again. But what's interesting about the solo queue thing is that I think, and again, this is a theory, so I can be wrong, but I want to float a theory out there. Okay. I don't even know if the data is out there and available, but if you took all the data and found the entire player base and said how many people run their own key, I feel like you would have a deep amount of people, like maybe 20% are running 80% of the keys, you know, or they're responsible for 80% of the keys that get run. Like a 20% of the population is running 80% of the key as their own key, right? Versus everybody else just like doesn't touch their key and joins somebody else's. So I think there's a lot of fear in the community for like forming a Mythic Plus group. And again, it's just a theory, you know, not a fact. But I think that there's a lot of anxiety that people have with forming groups to begin with, so they don't do it. And a solo queue add-on that actually piggybacks off the LFG system, like this solo queue add-on will organize the group for you and help you form a group. That could actually be beneficial to help people form better groups and everything and form more groups. But at the same time, if it's an add-on that can exclude somebody because they don't have a battle res, which is what this does, you say, I want a battle res, I want a bloodlust, and it can exclude people there. If that's possible, then it's also going to be possible for an add-on to exclude people just because they're not meta. And that could be a very big negative, because then every single group could run the add-on and only invite meta stuff, and it could get even worse. And so that's not a positive either. That's what I think, Reddy, right? That's what I think. It's just scary for people to enter. It's scary for people to kind of get into. A lot of people don't want to run their own key. So like a solo queue add-on could be helpful there, but also if it has too many exclusions, that could be bad too. I don't know if there's a good way to exclude people with bad logs, because like you could do it manually, Cal. Like I have the Warcraft logs add-on. So this guy, you see Swage, he's 4 of 9 mythic and his average parse is like 60% or something like that at 17 kills. This guy has 8 of 9 mythic with 83 percentile parses, you know? So, well, you can do that manually, but honestly, yeah, Miss Weaver's insane right now, Onion. It's insane. John Rhett. It's the John Rhett. Oh, that's great. That's great. Monk has infinite healing on Trash. And I think it has like similar high levels of healing as some other ones, but it also brings high damage. Somewhat, Onion. Part of it was that there was a legitimately monumental amount of bugs in beta. But there was another quality of life change that they made where it used to be that you needed to have Way of the Serpent in order to Soothing Mist and move targets. So like you see how I right click 1d4 and I'm casting on him, casting Envelop on him, but I can instantly cast and Envelop on myself, and it moves the Soothing to myself. You used to have to run Way of the Serpent for that, but now they just made it baseline. They just made it straight up baseline. Why was a mage invited? That's a great question. Why was a mage invited? I guess because the AUG declined. And I think this mage is very good, actually. I think they're a very, very good mage. Kind of have to be to get 4K as a mage, not gonna lie. Nice if they implemented something that negated your own key being bricked once, even after you've timed your own key X amount of times. That'd be kind of cool. If you could spend like Void Light Marl for a once a week item, that would put a depletion protection on your dungeon once. That'd be sick. That would be really, really sick. Optional thing, you do some world activities, get your Void Light Marl. Someone told me I'm a bad friend and I operate in transactions. Well, a mage got me 21 Brazil. Well, there you go. Oh, yeah, he's in Descent. Yeah, that's right. I was going to say, I thought I'd play with him before. Yeah. See, look at his parses, guys. 96.8. It's like a radio station. Ah. It is a little weird, Onion, but that's also where, like, once you actually get into boss fights and, like, the real healing in the boss fights, it gets really fun. Yo, Dungeon, thank you for the 4 months. Welcome back, welcome back. Yep. First question is, why do keys exist at all? Does own in any instance start a run plus one of your highest times? Yeah. That's what Fellowship's doing. That's what they do. Hey, the Warcraft logs. Let's put it in the parse. It's the Warcraft logs add-on. So you download the Archon app from the website, and then it looks like this. And you click on the add-on button, and you just tell it, hey, where's your add-on folder? Find the retail folder. What data do you want? So I want the good old American data. And then you're good to go. And it'll install it automatically. So install character tooltip add-on and automatically keep it up to date. GG. I have my Warcraft logs thing run on the startup for when I play the game. It pops up here. Easy game. It's really useful. I like it a lot because you can also just like easily run logs. I'm already logging. So I can pull up my Jack be spinning, my timed run. Look at that. My overall, damage to bosses, to trash, to orbs, to sunwings, to zealots. My healing, overall. My healing mitigated. My damage. All that cool stuff. Damage taken. Avoidable by player. This one's really cool too. Yeah. How do you close an old tab? Oh, these things at the top? I don't know if you can. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. All right. Oh, this is called OPIE. O-P-I-E, Con. Yeah. You can like customize any kind of stuff. And it'll you can set up a wheel.
2, 1.
Consumables, you can set it up for like portals if you want to. I used to have it set up for portals. These are all like old portals.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
strongest survive.
That's tough. That's tough. Shadow Bolt. Melees. Oh. Yeah, I think something went further than it should have. Some projectile or something, I think. And pulled that pack, and that pack got aggro on me. Yeah. I don't know what that was. Yeah. All right. Yo. Good, they invited Alex. Okay. I think they passed on him before. I think. I still need to get Algathar, Seat, and Windrunner Spire. I think Windrunner should actually be pretty easy on 21. Besides Everdon. Everdon, I feel like it's more going to be about mana than anything else. I haven't gotten to a point where I feel like I'm really like trying to struggle to figure out how to like do enough healing. It's like, how do I do healing mana efficiently on like longer boss fights? I feel like I can just like put up envelops on people, smash Shayloons a million times, and like I'll do enough healing to keep somebody alive. But like, I think my biggest struggle is knowing when I can just trust fist weaving or trust like the healing from Chi-Ji or something like that to like do enough. How much gold do you think it costs to get the Ashes of Beleren? I am 279, but no rating. Let's see. They just talked about that in my Discord. Let's see. We can sell Lura. It's like 10 to 12 million for Lura, 13 to 15 for Lura and Beleren. I usually start high and pretend to give discounts. Okay. So I can usually we charge like 20 million, Kaidar, but as a loyal viewer to the stream, I can probably bump it down to like 11.9 million. Just for you. Yo. What's up?
5, 4, 3.
Repeating, of course.
2.
Native ads are getting crazy. That's right. I got a steal for you, okay? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Just for being a loyal watcher
Across this quarry on your own.
of the broadcast. Buy 2, get 1 free. True, true, true. Listen, we'll probably do that. We would probably, you know, maybe a buy 3, get 1 free. It's pretty high demand, after all. Old Bellow Ren mount. True. Offer is not a offer. Doesn't translate to Canada either. They're just kind of unloyal. Nope, not from me. You can't. Not from me. You can't, Buster. In Arizona, no. Ah, same thing, Chile. Canada, California, what's the difference? If you know the secret handshake. Ooh. It's a big discount, big discount. You need together.
Hi man.
Yo, nail. I think switch to the 2 months. Your name's not like a reference to the Stormlight Archives, is it? For chance? For maybe? I need you to give me a tank, healer, and DPS to push high. They don't need to be meta, just whatever comes to your mind. Like one class to do it all. Probably monk, I would say. Yeah, but I just mean like, do you want to do like one thing, like one class and play all 4 specs, or you just want to do like everything? Yeah, literally just play the meta. Yeah, you can do that, like Steam said. Got my Warlock thick milk to 281. I'm coming for you, Jack. All right, bet, Gray. How about this? We'll do keys, and then we'll talk shit to Kalamazoo for not doing keys with me. Sounds perfect. Kaidar, thank you so much for the 3 months. It's no Bella Renmouth, but here you go, bro. Thank you so much for 3 months. Camel Toesy got nothing on me. Damn. I like trash talking Cal because he doesn't want to get up at noon to play WoW with me. It's tough, man. I'm gonna break through to him though. I'm gonna break through to him. We're gonna get him up early at the crack of noon to play WoW. Seat Drek, seat of the triumvirate. I think it gets you like 12 slots or something like that. So I don't know. It might be like a belt or something like that that you have to craft otherwise. But yeah, it'll get you all the good stuff. It'll get you all the good stuff. Oh, I had Tay Swiftman before Chili. That's what mine was. I get more info on getting Cell, like the add-on. It has like a, I don't know, fan version or something like that. But it doesn't have like an official version. Welcome in, Ferathos. $18 a disc. Mystery, I feel like I heal better on discs. Is that weird? You know, normal for WoW players. Nah, just preference, you know, or just a comfort level. It honestly took me longer than I expected to get like more comfortable with like monk at higher keys too. Yeah, it happens. But I just do Dander's frames these days. Who got picked up? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, apparently the creator of Cell, supposedly, is going to be making an entire, like, UI replacement type add-on. But, oh, that's a lot of shields. There we go. But we haven't heard, like, anything about it. What's up, John? We are chilling, man. Slamming keys. Getting that sweet, sweet IO. Absolutely going to BlizzCon, man. I gotta get my flight. Yeah, it is insane, mate. I feel you, dude. It's cringe that you can do it all the time no matter what. With no downside. Let's still ban it. I want to use my Tiger's Lust on the Gargoyle when it picks somebody up, so that's why I revivaled it. Wait for the Gargoyle yoink in like 8 seconds. You get picked up. Does Mage have a way to get out of that on their own? That's right, no log for rescue. Rabbit Rooney, they went missing. I got it. We'll sip of my tea. Shield plus talent does remove snares for mage. Oh, that's sick. Today I learned.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Am I not? Oh, I'm not running it. Remembered too late about that. Challenge of the Mage is like all these little goobers.
One.
These little goobers are gonna be jumping on him the whole time.
Five, four, three,
I hear you.
one. 2, 1.
Alright, well, it's broken. Probably on purpose, actually. Let's just give you that button. It's so insane that I can spin for most of this boss fight and be totally fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll get a bit of mana. Conduit. Yo, appreciate it, Deathstroke. Take it easy, man. Okay. Making a long journey. This gargoyle better not follow me. Right? Right? There we go. That was great. The snare went on both DK, who had AMS up, and then on me, and I had GG up. That was perfect. Alright, come on, gargoyle. There you go. Does the horse for Death Knights replace Death's Advance? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so he used the horse, and that also gets you out of roots. Neat. Very neat. Nameplate stuff for my UI. So it's 2 parts. It's Platinator for the nameplates itself, and then the cooldown tracking is Xboss. Yeah. But with all the UI installer type stuff, actually both of those have individual like import codes basically. But the Wago add-on, where you usually import most stuff, is actually really chill because you can set it to like an expert install, and then you don't have to install all the other add-ons. You just install what you want. For ground effects while rolling, depends on the ground effect. Some ground effects deal damage instantly, others do not. In this case, I'm pretty sure I could just roll and be totally fine. Yeah. I'll show you in like 10 seconds. Here it is. See? Hold right across. Oh wait, he wasn't even targeting me. Here it comes. Roll. Took no damage. I stood in a lot of garbage there. I got a little island though. I love this song as well, Greb. Yo, what up, Girth? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I guess we just go over here. Looks like stuff's clearing up a little bit. Boom.
Death is all that awaits you. Do not think that I shall permit you entry into my master's sanctum so easily. Pursue me if you dare.
Is your haste mastery build is competitive? Oh, 12 mythic mastery pieces in your mystery alt. Look at what you can catalyze. A lot of that you could catalyze. A huge amount of things I would actually argue that you could catalyze. But like, even if you have mastery, it's not the end of the world. Because even if you just got your character like fully decked out in mythic track pieces, it's gonna be a while before you're doing elite level keys where that's gonna really matter, right? So I'd say don't like don't stress too much over your stats right now. Obviously try to get better, catalyze things, craft things. Rings, neck are super important because they're really overweight on secondary stats. But also, like, don't sweat it, because if you just got decked out in a whole bunch of mythic track, you have a lot of crest to farm. Yeah, you got a lot of crest to farm, and it's not gonna matter having perfect secondary stats in a 10 and 12. Just keep my mouse over the Demon Hunter when he's getting pulsed on. Thankfully, he has blur up, so he's chilling. Don't worry, Disc will make a triumphal return. Soon. Ish. Soon-ish. My game plan is get the title on Mistweaver pretty comfortably, and then get title on Priest after. I might take a sec, but the hero will return. Get that title. Yeah, Mage has been doing a fantastic job of like. I know he died there, but that was also like a shit show in melee. But he's been doing a fantastic job in this dungeon, just like staying alive and making sure that he is pushing every button possible to survive, because it's tough for mages, man. I never usually like inviting mages, because like the feeling of inviting somebody much squishier than yourself that doesn't have a cheat like an Aug Evoker does always feels a little bit strange. But he's been doing a great job. Hit myself at 18-19, staying alive is super rough. Yup. I really wish, I mean, I'm not usually one to wish for mage buffs, but they really, when they did the active pruning, they also should have just like given you guys some better like passive passive defensive value, you know? Cause like Priest got, I don't know, 4% extra stamina or something like that, and then we got more magic DR. We got like 6% magic DR instead of like 4%, and it actually is like really noticeable. True, they also could have deleted mages. That is a fact. Mages a bit of healing? That's my job. They better get off my lawn. That entire time all those ads are out, I did not get a single dance proc. Honestly, kind of criminal. Love proc-based healing. I know. I'm so glad I dropped Disc Priest and all the proc-based healing there for monk proc-based healing. Wahoo! Oh, it looks good. This looks good. It's a bit of mana. Good to you. Good to you. Good to you. I'm going for a run. I'm gonna find the magician. All right, cool. I should have just given it to him before. Yeah, I honestly just should have given it to him beforehand. That's okay though. Hmm. Ooh, we got a dance proc. Nice, +1. Woo, big IO. Oh man.
Brave champions, we owe you our lives, our freedom. Though it be a tiny gesture in the face of this enormous debt, I pledge that from this day forth, all will know of your
I think they're gonna troll people. Oh, do you think they'll nerf Monk in 1207? No, no chance. No shot.
will stand as a testament not only to your valor, but to the fact that no foe, not
No shot that they nerf Monk. Not, no, well, at least not to the point that it's gonna like change the meta.
aside their differences and
Yeah.
No, you monster! I could not save them. Damn you, Arthas. Damn you! The Frost Queen is gone. We
He said, I'm hungry and my contact isn't sticking to my eye. Dude, I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. Give Mr. Resolve a little salute. Buff the other healers? It might happen a little bit, but not to the level it's like gonna be the meta. I think having the meta like locked down before the 0.7 patch is probably like the best way to play it. Yeah. Turn off the sun. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Let's see, might want to do a lean runner. Sure. They're gonna troll people by changing the meta for the new characters? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Besides, it's like so much easier to re-roll characters right now, and it helps when they know exactly what you're going to be rolling into. Yeah. 90 degrees in Florida? Yeah, it's like it's like 85 here, but it also rained a little bit, so kind of understandable. Kind of. Should I enjoy more for healing, raid, and plus? I enjoyed raid. I mean, like farm healing raid is kind of boring, just in general. So I would just say healing raid progression was some of the most fun I've had, at least since Legion or BFA, like a long time. Like healing this raid was, I think this entire season was like very, very fun. Yeah. Welcome back, John. I think healing raid prog was awesome. I think it really fucking owned. It was not my favorite style of disc healing, but at least like healing the raids is like really fun. Healing splits was even fun too. Yeah. So, I think healing M plus these days is better than. I think it might be better than any Dragonflight or War Within season. And I mean that from the encounter perspective, because it's two parts, right? It's playing the character and it's also playing the content. I think the encounter designers and like how they've adjusted the world for healing is massively better. But I think the class designers have been slacking a lot. I think they've been fucking slacking a lot. I have no idea why they push this like defensive penance garbage upon us, you know? But whatever. Yeah, healing raid farm is always boring no matter what. Like, no matter what's going on, it's always gonna be pretty boring. Yeah. Yeah, it really seemed like encounter designers heard our cries and like from like War Within about like how much worse healing was, and they like made a lot of decisions that helped it. But I don't know what the encounter designers are doing. We 3 heal sometimes. Yeah, just kind of depends. They don't we don't like super heavy plan to underheal, but like I was gone a week on vacation, so they underhealed a lot of stuff. I was like, you motherfuckers. Sometimes people bring in like kind of cruddy alts, and so it's kind of like a 3 heal or something like that. So it kind of varies. I've been bringing like my monk to raid just to like soak up gear, and he still has to get like litany, helm, shoulders, then maybe a couple like side off pieces, and they'll be hard chilling. Hard chilling. Yeah, I gotta get a different set of shoulders. Yeah. Zil 22s? Working my way there. Not there yet. This is my last 20. This is my last 20 I need. Brazil 14s, oh, let's go. Congrats. Everybody. It's from Shadowlands with the Infinity Gauntlet of them. Nice. So I'd love to come. Well, it wouldn't be off my key. I got bricked down to an 18 early. Yeah, Bird Boss is nasty. Bird Boss is real nasty.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4.
All right, last bit of coffee before I'm up all night.
2, 1.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe the Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path will you choose?
Actually, yeah, I think I am officially done with the coffee. I finished it over the weekend, actually. That's what it was. Yeah. So now I'm just running with the boring old regular stuff. I'm still rationing out the gummy bears, though. I'm still rationing out the gummy bears. Spacing them out as best I could. Noish. Oh man, John got me like the best fucking gummy bears you'd ever had in your life. From nuts.com. Oh my god, they're so fucking good.
Theresa was the Peacekeeper.
And he got me the coffee there.
She spent many
He got me a bag of sour and a bag of sweet. Yep. Yeah, very, very tasty. Haven't even opened them yet? What? Yeah, get on it, man. They're so good. They're for the weekend? Ah, your discipline is admirable. Don't you want to like quality check them though? Like, what if they went bad? You gotta make sure you try them in advance, just so you know. I desperately want that. Yeah, just to make sure that they're working properly and everything. Making sure the gummy bears are operating the way they're supposed to be. Wow. That's nuts. Yeah, this cat damage is obscene. And of course I dodge it because of Dance, I think is what it's called. Dance of Shiji. Or I mitigated it, whichever you prefer.
soothing sounds of my heart brought Theresa joy beyond measure. I'll need that relic.
Sometimes I feel like I want this place for good. So is the secret to upper level mist level healing, spread renewing mist, and spin to win? I didn't think that was the secret. Just, you know, fundamentals, I would call it. Looks like it's a fight angle. Alright, waiting for that. I got this. Okay.
Well now, that dragon hawk seems to have stolen my heart. She won't let you close with her fight.
I mean, that's kind of like your just core fundamentals. Make sure you spread around your renewing mist. You're naturally kicking and extending them. And then understanding that come on. 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 He's not casting abilities. It's annoying. But then basically just understanding that, like, your hots are basically just modifiers. I mean, it's kind of similar to Druid in that regard, where, like, your hots act as modifiers to increase your other healing spells. And so, like, Enveloping Mist gives you, what, 20% more healing, and then you get, like, 6 or 8% more out of Renewing Mist. The healing that they do is a little bit secondary. Just a little bit secondary. So I am perma-tied to the ads. And then we just hit Conduit to finish up. It's not... Oh my fucking god, dude. I didn't see it right underneath the boss. Yeah. Love it. Yep. Maybe. So what you do in the tank, someone takes a large amount of damage, short amount of time, and you get somebody up fast. Soothe into envelop into Shayloons, basically. Yeah. Because, like, when you soothe the target, you get, I don't know, 6% DR or something like that to you and the target it goes into. Yeah. And so, like, that is some DR. Envelop will stack 20% healing taken buff onto the target. And then Shayloons, you know, you have, like, the cloud generation and everything, but you don't really, like, worry about how many stacks of the cloud. It's something you can kind of keep in, like, the back of your mind. But it's more like, hey, somebody's taking damage, let me go hit the button, you know? Oh man, it's the end of the week keys. But I mean, whenever you're like spinning, a lot of times when you get into higher keys, spinning alone is not enough. And so sometimes you just like, but if you set up like enveloping mist on somebody and then you're spinning, it makes like a world of difference. So just like finding the times where like you need to set up for some more, just being able to like be aware of the dungeons and like how you can best like set up your own healing makes a world of difference. Let's see what we got. I already have a pit. We've done pit a couple times today. Really need the Algathar. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna chill for the night. I gotta make some videos. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna do that, guys. I will be back tomorrow for. Oh wait, let me check. What's our maintenance schedule looking like? Maintenance is. Oh, maintenance is chill. It's like done at 10 Central or something. So yeah, we'll be on at noon Central. We'll check our vaults, and then I might continue with the solo queue adventures. I want to get like Brazil 20 first, at least, so I don't dip to a 19 or something like that with my key. But I might try this this solo queue setup again and mess around with it a little bit more. I'm kind of considering that. See if it gives me some good groups or something. But love you faces. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow, like I said, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central, and we'll continue with some of our monk adventures. GG's, guys.